Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the middle of the week around the 29th of May 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or private reading. Everything will be in the description below along with the timestamps for each individual sign. Make sure to watch your moon and rising sign for a little more clarification because it's just a general reading for fun, okay? Okay. Let's see what we have going on for Aries. Two of Pentacles. Okay, you are reorienting, rebalancing. There could have been a little bit of a wobble, something kind of going on, and I don't think it was anything too terribly traumatic, but there was something that just kind of, maybe the beginning of your week just didn't go the way that you had anticipated that it would, and so you're kind of recovering from that. And you have the Hierophant. Okay, this is just saying the best way for you to recover from this is to follow the rules. Okay, there are certain rules in place, and sometimes we don't really want to follow them. It could also be that the reason that you had the little wobble was because you weren't following the rules. Whatever the case might be, this is just the message is, listen, play by the rules and it's all going to straighten itself out. You do have the 10 of Pentacles, so I tend to think it could be something at work or with your personal finances. Maybe you spent too much this past weekend. You didn't budget for something. Maybe there were bills that showed up on Monday that you were like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. But whatever the case might be, play by the rules, and you get this 10 of Pentacles here, which is like saying you're going to figure it all out. It works itself all out really quickly, whatever it is. Whatever this hiccup was, maybe your car broke, something like that. Like I said, unexpected bill, something that you did not see coming. Let me just get another card here. Get a little bit of information when it comes to playing by the rules. How are we going to be playing by the rules? What does that mean for us exactly? Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Like the pages are always messages. So there's a message that is coming to you that tells you, like, what happened. You know how whatever this was that got off balance, you know how it got that way. You know how to fix it. You know about the rules. You know it's all going to be okay. It's just the point that you have to get through it. So whatever it was, whether it was, at work or at home or with your finances or an unexpected bill, I feel like a lot of people had like some kind of unexpected bill or something that happened and they were like a little like thrown off from it. Just, if you have to make payments or whatever you got to do, just take care of it and move on. No big deal. All right, we are going to move on to our Tauruses. What do we have for Taurus for the middle of the week? May 29th. The Queen of Cups, Taurus. Okay, so now I want to talk about this Queen of Cups really quickly. Everybody knows the Queen of Cups. She's very nurturing, loving, blah, 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 blah. I want you to take a look at her. Does she look happy to you? No. I sometimes get this feeling with this card, and that's how I feel right now, is that like either you have overextended yourself or someone has put you in a position where you are forced to, like, I don't want to say over nurture, but you're caring for others, not caring for yourself. Like you're not taking the time that you need for yourself. And you do have the 10 of Cups, so it could be that you're trying so hard to make the perfect family happen, the perfect work environment, the perfect childhood for your children, the perfect relationship for your spouse. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're working so hard trying to make everything perfect for everyone else that you're neglecting yourself. That's what I am getting from this Taurus. So let's get a little bit more information. Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands, this is definitely personal. This is not something happening at work. You're not working too hard at work. This is something emotional and personal, and it's something like here, truly passionate about. So it's a very good chance that this is in your personal love relationships, whether romantic or not. I'm thinking it probably is. Like you are just trying to show how much you care, how much you love, that you're you're the perfect wife, the perfect partner, whatever the case might be. And you're not really getting the response that you want, because here you have the 10 of Swords. Like, stick a fork in, you can't get any more dead than that. It's done. You really need to take some action here with this Ace of Wands and just back right away and take some time for yourself immediately, because you're going to put yourself into this kind of level of exhaustion where you can't function. So that's what I'm feeling about that for you, Taurus, is that you need some self-care, and I mean like right away. Okay, we're going to move on to our Geminis. What do we have going on for Gemini? Six of Swords. Where are you going? Where are you going, Gemini? You're out of here. Geminis are the swords, your air signs. So, and it is easy for you to just go, yeah, I'll be seeing you. Where are you going and why are you going there? Ace of Swords. Okay, so either you had an opportunity that came to you or an idea, but whatever it is, it's, you know that you can't stay here and make that happen. Whether it's a place in your head you can't stay, whether it's a job, an environment, a relationship, a home, whatever it is, for this to take hold and to come to fruition, you have to go. And I don't know, like I said, it's a general reading, so it could be work, relationship, home, it could be any of those things. I do see here that you have the whole entire world available to you. You have the world, coming in right here, and either that or you want to go see the world. You've gotten this opportunity or this idea that you're like, I don't want to just sit here. I got things I want to go do. I want to go explore. I want to go see stuff. I want to go live my life. You could be having that feeling like, I just want to go and I want to live. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. And the other, wow, yeah. The other card you have here is the Star, and that's the dreaming big. Anything you want to be, do, have, you can have. So this is pretty powerful. It really looks to me like I said, you have this burning urge, desire, idea, and it's not even like it's past the idea stage. It's that I'm going to go and do this stage. Like, I've already decided I'm going to go do this. Maybe everybody else isn't filled in yet, but you're gone. So whatever this is, I think it's going to be life-changing, and I think it's like a big dream kind of thing. Star is about dreaming really, really big and achieving those kinds of dreams as well. And then you have the world, which is like everything's available to you anyway, so you might as well just go and get it. So yeah, it's kind of like, all I can say is you're already gone anyway. So have fun, enjoy, because you're out. You're already there. All right, we're gonna move on to our Cancers. What do we have for Cancer? Middle of the week. Middle of the week for our Cancers. The Hermit. Leave me alone. What are we taking the time away from? Why are we going away? What are we doing? Are we just in hermit mode? Why is that? High Priestess. Okay, intuition is running super, super high, and that could just mean that you're like getting so many messages and so much stimuli from everywhere that you need to get away and just sort that out. Especially if it's not something that you always pay attention to. Sometimes the intuition is so strong, even for people who really don't want to, investigate that. Sometimes even for people like that, and I'm feeling that there must be somebody watching who's like, I don't really believe in all that. Well, you know what? When it's flooding in like that, you have to get away so that you can process what's happening. And that happens with like spiritual awakenings is, these different things come to you and you're like, what? And you're thinking, you're like, is it me thinking this? Like, where did this come from? But I have a feeling that's kind of what it is you're having some kind of spiritual awakening and you're like, whoa, I need to like back up and process this. And that's perfectly okay. Recognize that though, that you need that time away. Recognize that, because it's really important. Oh my gosh, yeah. You have the High Priestess again. So you definitely, this is definitely like major spiritual awakening kind of thing. So definitely take that time back away, because you need to process whatever. Oh my gosh, where did that go? You had the Four of Swords that came up too. I don't know where it went. I dropped it back in the deck, but we'll see. We'll see what else comes out. Either way, you had the Four of Swords, which is also about taking time away, backing away from like society and people and stimuli and everything else. You had that come in again too, and you have the King of Wands. So King of Wands is, yeah, you need to just, you got to do what you got to do. The King of Wands is all about action. The good thing is with this King of Wands, he's like super successful and passionate and fiery. So whatever this awakening is that you're having, it's going to really create like a huge passion in you, but you may just need some time to get away and process it, and that's perfectly all right. So take that time, even if it's an hour here or there, or a little time apart, from the stimuli of everyday life. Run to the library, go to Starbucks, wherever you can go to get away, and just just sit with yourself and try to process what's happening for you right now. Okay, we're going to move on to our Leos. Middle of the week, Leo. What do you guys have going on? Middle of the week. Judgment. Okay, something has come to pass. Something has come to pass. What is it? What do we have? Knight of Pentacles. I don't know what it is, but it's taken a really long freaking time to show up. So, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the entire deck. So, the fact that this has finally happened, like, it's finally here. I don't know what else to tell you, but it's finally here. Or if you have been in the process of dealing with something for a very long time, know that the end is finally coming. I mean, this should be a huge, huge, huge relief to you, Leo. Because whatever it is, I mean, this could be something that's taken years. It could be something that you've been trying to figure out for a long time that suddenly, like, boom, you're figuring it out. Or it could be really something major, major life change that's happening. But whatever it is coming to a head now. And you've been waiting a really long time. It could even just be an understanding. It could be an understanding about something small or something big, but whatever it is, you know what this is. And watch your moon and rising signs too, so that you get a little more clarification. Did I have one flipped over in there? I thought I did. So that you get a little more clarification. Okay, you have the Hermit. The Hermit is talking about taking some time away. So as this, you may be so used to the situation being unfinished for such a long time that now that it's actually coming to pass, you're like, I don't know how to process this. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to get done with it. You know how you wait so long for something to happen? When it finally happens, you're like, okay, what do I do now? I think that could happen as this comes all to a head. So you have this Hermit, take the time and get away. And the other thing that you have here is this major burden. This Ten of Wands is a huge burden. So whatever this is has been a huge burden. And the thing is, a lot of times, like I just said, when something like that ends, you don't know what to do with yourself because you're so used to carrying this and dealing with this and moving it from place to place. And now that it's gone or near to be gone or going to be gone, you think, well, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Even though you're relieved it's gone, you don't know what to do without it. Take the time away and process, because a lot of people are having that sort of thing happening right now. So you are not alone. All right, we're going to move on to our Virgos. What do we have for Virgo? Five of Wands. Time-wasting behavior. Conflicting thoughts, conflicting actions, stuff that doesn't accomplish anything. Like, these guys are just like in here with these sticks kind of clacking around. Like, they're doing a lot of stuff and they're not getting anything done. Very frustrating. Like you've been working on something and nothing's happening. And you have this Eight of Cups, which you keep getting. And I don't like to say it's about walking away from things that don't serve you. I like to say that it's walking toward things that do. Now, that being said, you're walking toward this, this conflict. I think whatever it is, these are things that did not serve you, and although you've walked away from them, you kind of don't know what to do with yourself now. And I think Leo is going through the same thing. Like, you kind of don't know what to do with yourself. Like, you're so used to all of this that when you walk to this thing that you want, you end up here in this conflicted, almost like ADD, like time-wasting behavior. Like, you're over here, then you're over there, and you're over here. You're not really getting anything done, and it's kind of like you don't have a direction. I feel like you don't have a direction, and it's, even though you're out of the stress and the strife and all of that, you put yourself back there because it's comfortable. But what you want is this. You're walking away from this stuff toward what you want. This is what you want, but on the way there, you're running into this 5, which is just this negative, like, weird thing, and you're just like, I don't know how to be this. Like, you're leaving all this emotional garbage and nonsense behind, and you want this firm foundation, this happy relationship, this whole thing, but you don't know how to do that, like, because you've never had the opportunity, or it's been a long time, I should say, since you've had the opportunity, and maybe you're so worried about doing this perfectly that you're doing this. You see what I mean? Like, you're just like doing a lot of stuff, but you're not actually getting down to business. And that's the business of being like happy. Oh, here we go. King of Cups. Yeah, King of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, enrichment, full happiness. You're walking away from these things that do not serve you toward this emotional fulfillment, this wonderful new foundation, this new life, all this new stuff. But you're so conflicted because you're so used to all this crap over here. You don't know how to be fulfilled and happy and enjoy this new thing. You just don't know how to enjoy it yet. That's all. Don't freak out. You're in a new phase, and it will all come together. It will all come together. Be patient with yourself, Virgo. Okay, we are moving on. I'm keeping track so I don't miss anybody. We are moving on to our Libras. What do we have for Libra? Strength. Okay, in an infinite amount, what do we need this strength for? Because oftentimes when we get this card, it's because we need it. We need to rely on it. There's something going on that we need this inner strength. Okay, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Something has ended, something painful, something, I want to say, I keep hearing devastating, whether emotionally or personally. Even could be the end of a job, can be the end of a relationship, could be the end of something painful and the start of a new era. But you know, and this is happening with a lot of the signs. It's just the energy is all the same. You know, it just manifests in each sign differently. But what I'm seeing here is that there has been something very traumatic, and tens are an end. Even though this is like the whole Ten of Swords, stick a fork in me thing, tens are the end. So you're able to, at this point, you know, use this strength, this dignity, this quiet strength. You know, get up, pull these swords out, throw them to the side, and just you gotta go on. You can't stay here. Okay, whatever this is done and it's over. The cycle has completed, and now it's time for you to do something else. And it's going to take all of the strength that you can muster, I think, to get through that. Let's get a little more information here about whatever this is going on. Okay, you have like a whole wad of cards come out. That's not really... Well, you got this one that won't go back in. Some kind of leaving, some sort of moving on, moving in a different direction. You are the swords, so maybe you could have left a relationship, someone could have left you, you could have left a place, a job you've been in a long time. I feel like you left something comfortable, or something was comfortable to you and it left you. But whatever the case might be, it doesn't feel like it feels great. Even though the leaving, a lot of times that's like traveling and all that, I just think this is just painful, something just painful. But it's come to an end, and look what you get here. You got strength again. Okay, so like you're just gonna have to draw on every bit of strength that you have. Remember who you are. Here, you're here. You're not here. You can't stay here. You've got to be here. So whatever this is, I'm sorry that you're going through it. I'm so sorry you're feeling it, but just be strong, be dignified, keep your cool. And with that Six of Swords, if you need to move away from the situation, if it has not moved away from you, then you need to move away from it, because that is the only way that you will regain your composure. And like I said, you know, pull these swords out and move away, walk away, just walk away. Because you can't fix whatever this is, okay? You can't fix it, okay? Okay. We are going to move on to our Scorpios. What do we have for Scorpio? Middle of the week, around May 29th? Five of Cups, okay, yeah, this is coming up for a lot of people too. Some kind of disappointment, an unrealized expectation, could have been an unrealistic expectation. Let's find out. I don't know why I'm saying that, but... Eight of Cups. Okay. I keep hearing the word expectation. So there might have been a situation where you expected things to go a certain way, and they did not go the way that you wanted. You know, and this is either you walking away from that situation or someone else walking away. But whatever it was, you had a certain idea in mind, a certain plan of how things were going to go, a certain way it was going to look, and for whatever reason, that's just not how things went. Yeah, you have the Six of Swords, which is also about moving away. So It could have been that you, like I said, I feel like this was some kind of unrealistic expectation. Maybe one of those things where it looks like it's going to be a certain way, and then when you actually are in the middle of it, it's not what you thought. And you're forced to make a decision to move toward the things that you really do care about and want, not stay with these things that don't work. So whatever it was, I keep hearing unrealistic expectation. Yeah, and then here you have the Judgment card, and that's about things kind of coming to a head, decisions being made. You know, like I said, some kind of situation. This is definitely emotional. Some sort of situation that did not work out the way that it was intended to. And you know what? You know, you've got this person walking away here, and you've got this person leaving here. So the thing, just let it go. Whatever it is, just let it go, because you can't fix it. And like I said, please don't feel bad. You're not the only sign that is going through that right now. Whatever it is, you can't fix it. You can't undo it. It just is what it is. Just take a deep breath. Move away. Move away. And if it's moving away from you, do not chase after it. Let it go. Just let it go. All right, we are going to move on. Intense energy this week, huh? We are going to move on to our Sagittarians. What do we have going on for Sagittarius? The world. Wow. Everything is available. What is this pertaining to, though? Because I find that it's always pertaining to something. Just, you know, everything's available to you is like, so? So what? Like, of course it is. Okay. So, I'm feeling like you are very interesting to a lot of people right now. There are a lot of people that are wanting to be near you, all different kinds of people too. This is, it seems like it's a little bit overwhelming for you, actually. There's a lot of people that want to be near you, around you, showing interest in you. The other thing you get is the Ten of Pentacles, and that's about a certain major level of success. So this could be at work. You could have a lot of inquiries at your workplace about you, or maybe if you have a side hustle or something that you do part-time on the side, or you're thinking of starting a business, you could have a lot of inquiries that are happening right now. People find you very interesting, and here with this 10 of Pentacles, it could be a time for you to capitalize on that and, you know, really take advantage of the fact that you are interesting to so many people right now, because people are, oh my gosh, where did they go? There, I flipped it back in. People are really digging you, and look what you have here again, the world. This is, somebody else had this come up with, like, the same cards doing the same thing. Like, the messages are very intense this week, and they're very clear. You are on like a huge scale, like I said, very appealing to people. So and this really can contribute to some very serious financial success for you. So don't be afraid to be open to different types of people, different types of ideas, things you might not necessarily always be interested in. This could be a time where you can take advantage of the fact that, like I said, people are very interested in you. You have a very unique feel to you right now, to your personality, and you may be just being very open right now, and that's why you're so interesting. But whatever the case might be, that Ten of Pentacles says that this is really a time, for you to be successful because of this. So, if you design things, if you make things, if you, have a different kind of job that you want to do, whatever it might be, this is the time. Even if you're romantically interested in somebody who's not your type, it could even be something like that. So I'll be interested to hear what you guys have going on. All right, we will move on now to our Capricorns. What do we have going on for Capricorn? Middle of the week, around the 29th, Capricorn. The Tower. Okay, don't freak out. The Tower's not terrible. It's actually my necklace that I wear. It's my favorite card. The Tower is stuff that's going to happen no matter what, so don't freak out about it. 8 of Cups. Okay. This either already has happened or is going to happen. But the thing is, you see here, yes, he's walking away. This card keeps coming up from things that don't serve him, but I like to think you're walking toward things that do. The thing is, when you make this move toward what really is for you, what really like floats your boat, what really gets you excited, there will be people who don't understand. And then, you know, you have that here, like jealousy, anger, you know, people that just think like, what's wrong with you, you know, and they aren't afraid to say it, and it usually causes this, a breakdown. I feel like this is a breakdown of relationships. Maybe you're making some changes in your life, and other people around you are like really not on board with that, and it could be because they're just not on the same, like, you know, you have ideas up here and they have ideas down here, and you don't want to be down here, and people who are down here want you to stay with them. They don't want you to go up here away from them, okay? And yeah, you got the Three of Swords. So your move to better yourself, do something different with your life, do something that you love, do something that you're passionate about, whatever this is, it's really pissing people off. I hate to use that kind of language, but really, it's rubbing people the wrong way, and if you're not careful, it can make you feel really, I feel like this is guilt. Like, how could you do this? How could you leave us? How could you not do what you always did for us, and now you're not, kind of thing. I don't know, you're just gonna have to filter that out, but it is going to cause, this I feel like this is like guilt, not heartache for you. This is guilt people are trying to give you, like they're trying to stick you in the heart, like, oh, but you know, you used to always, you know, like even something, I'll use a simple example, like let's say you quit drinking, and now, you know, you have friends, well, you always used to drink with us. Well, so I'm still your friend, you know, and it causes this huge problem. This is just an example. Causes a huge problem and a huge like rift, and not that it's not healable, but it can be really difficult. Beautiful thing here, you got this Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is like, she has been through it all. So this story is not going to really send her over the edge. You're not going to go into any kind of Great Depression. You're really kind of over all of this stuff. It's other people that aren't over it that want to hand you this kind of guilt and stuff, and they want to like, oh, don't you feel bad about leaving us, or don't you feel bad that you're not doing this, or whatever. The Queen of Swords is like, yeah, no, I don't feel bad because I'm improving myself, I'm bettering myself. That's what I feel like. I feel like some of you are like really trying to better yourselves and do different for you and make a better life, and people who are kind of doing the things you used to do don't understand, and they aren't excited for you. And you know what? That's kind of their problem. And the Queen of Swords is like black and white. She doesn't care. And you kind of just can't care. You can't make everybody happy all the time, okay? Not that that's your goal, Capricorn. But let's just pretend. Yeah, you can't make everybody happy. So you got to take care. You got to take care of you, period. And there's just no other way around that. All right, we're going to move to our Aquarians. What do we have for Aquarius? Middle of the week, around the 29th. What do we have? Well, that's no surprise. You love it here. Four of Swords, taking a break, backing away, spending time alone. Aquarius, you love this. You love this. Getting up in your head, even if it's for an hour at a Starbucks. Leave me alone. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I feel like you're feeling caged. Like frustrated, and like, stick a fork in me, I'm done. I don't feel like this is like some kind of devastating heartbreak or anything like that. I just feel like you need to pull all those swords out and just go and repair mentally. This to me is mental exhaustion. You are mentally exhausted. I don't think, like I said, that it's like some kind of dire heartbreak or terrible situation. I feel like you are mentally exhausted by everything and everyone, and you need this time away to repair. Like, pull the swords out, throw them down, and skulk away over here and just lay down and breathe deep. You need to repair. You need that time to repair. That's exactly what it is. And it may be, I always say, it could be an hour to Starbucks, whatever it is, but yeah, your major strength has gotten you to where you are right now. But like I said, you're at that stick a fork in me, I'm done stage. So use the strength that you have left, all of it. Stand up for yourself, pull these swords out, throw them down, and then stand up for yourself again and say, I need this time to myself right now. or it's not going to be pretty, okay? Some self-care is needed. Somebody else had that too, that there was like some really major self-care needed, like it was glaringly obvious. I can't remember who it was right now, but watch your moon and rising signs as well, because that will give you some clarification. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, this has been coming for a long time. You have been mentally exhausted, mentally in overdrive for a very, very, very long time. You might not even notice it, but it has now come to a head. Slowest moving energy in the deck, but you know what? It's here. Like I said, pull the swords out, walk away, use that strength that you have, and just slowly back away off into your little space, retreat into your little space until you're repaired and healed, and don't come out until that happens, okay? Okay then, and we will move on to our last sign, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Page of Swords, getting an idea, getting a message. Pages are always messages, so ideas coming in. What is this about, though? What is the message that we are getting? This Page of Swords. Okay. Message about time-wasting behavior, conflict, whatever the conflict is that's going on. This page is like saying, hey, wake up, you're wasting a bunch of time here. I don't know what it is you're doing, but whatever you're doing, you know it too. Like, you're taking some sort of action, but you're not getting anything done. You're just kind of doing stuff just to do it, and it's a huge waste of time. So stop it. Whatever it is, just stop doing it. And you know it's a huge waste of time too. Okay, you have the Ten of Cups though. Yay! It seems almost like you're working really hard at trying to make something be perfect. You're trying to force some kind of level of perfection where there isn't one, and where there never will be one. And it's not your job. That was a big clump of cards. So it's not your job to make everyone happy and to make everything perfect all the time. That's such a waste of your time. This is time-wasting behavior right here. You have a flipped card. Where did it go? It's such a huge, huge, huge waste of your time. You won't accomplish anything. And yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Be very choosy about your actions. This is time-wasting behavior. This is being very, very choosy about what you do with your time, and what you pick up, and what you entertain in your life, and what you do not. So Pisces, messages coming in loud and clear. You trying to make everyone's life perfect is not working. So pick and choose, do the things, take care of yourself first, and then take care of everybody else. But don't do stuff just to do it, because you're going to try to make everything perfect for everybody else, because you can't. You must be choosy, okay? Be super choosy. Don't waste your time right now on people who don't care. Don't do that. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.